What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man JD Olson here with another video. Today we're going to do some striking defenses. You're going to have to use your imagination a little bit, as I'm going to use a punching bag to do the to represent the opponent. But this again is designed for those that are training at home or maybe are just trying to get an extra workout in but don't have a training partner. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to look at some basic punching defenses, and I'm going to use what we call the 5 count or the framework as my baseline for my offensive side. All right, well, let's not waste a whole lot of time. Let's get right into this. Make sure you grab your gloves if you're going to hit a punching bag. I'm going to bring out my Venom gloves and we'll get ready to rock and roll. Okay, so as you can see, I'm all Spider-Man'd out today. I got my Venom gloves on. I did put my martial art belt on, and the idea is so when I make certain movements, you can see my hips are moving, and you see how the belt kind of flip-flops around. It'll make it easier for you guys to do your part. So if I'm facing the camera, we're going to go over some basic, what we call hook punch defenses first. And so if I'm facing the camera, what's going to happen is when they throw the punch, I'm going to snap back. Okay, and that's all it is I don't want you to bend at your back. Like, I don't want you here. It's going to hurt your back. And so what's going to happen is as I'm on my heel, I let that heel rock back and my head just sways back. So that's my first one. I think that's one of my favorite ones because it just gets my face out of the way. And then my second one is going to be a bob and weave. And so you're going to drop your shoulder towards the target. You're going to bob and weave under it. You're going to come back up. And if it's the other direction, you're going to drop your shoulder, bob and weave, and come back up. On camera, I'm going to admit, I do a little bit extra work, bobbing and weaving. And the idea is I don't want you to get hit. Okay? I don't want you to I bob and weaved, and then all of a sudden you still get clocked. If I kind of overdo it, and that's the idea, is I want you to get used to doing a little bit extra, and then as you're sparring, as you're working, you can bring this back up to where it's a little bit less work. Okay? And my third one is going to be a cover. I'm just going to take the hit. And so I am going to reach and just cover up. Reach and cover up. In the beginning, I teach a lot of people to point their elbow at their target. And that's just to make sure that they're doing a proper cover. So again, profile shot. I'm just grabbing the back of my head. And here, I'm grabbing the back of my head. As you get more accustomed to this and you understand more about where punches are being thrown and how they're being hit, you can just kind of put your glove on your temple and learn how to take the hit there and take the hit there. But I'd say in the beginning, I like this, okay? Just like that. But later on, just like so, okay? And so we're going to jump on the punching bag, and we're going to do our 5 count, and then we're going to get hit with a hook punch, and we're going to counter attack. And so the 5 count, in case you don't know, I'm in my fighting stance. I'm going to go double jab, cross, hook, cross. That is our framework or our 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they throw that hook punch, I snap back, and then I'm going to counter attack with a cross hook cross. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snap back, cross hook cross. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snap back, cross hook cross. Because of the snap back, that punch is wound up. If I snap back, that doesn't really flow. So that's what I'm doing, cross hook cross. Second one, double jab, cross hook cross. I'm going to bob and weave, cross hook cross. I'll do that again. Double jab, cross hook cross, bob and weave, cross hook cross. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bob and weave. 1, 2, 3. Now if the punch is coming from the opposite side, double jab, cross, hook, cross, snap this way, hook, cross, hook. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bob and weave, 1, 2, 3. Last time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and 3. And that's your second one, that's the bob and weave. Number 3 is going to be the cover. Double jab, cross, hook, cross, take the hit, hook, cross, hook. Double jab, cross, hook, cross. If I take that on this side, cross, hook, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the hit. 1, 2, 3. Double jab, cross, hook, cross. Take the hit. 1, 2, and 3. And there you have your hook punch defenses off of a combination. All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about straight defenses now. And so again, I'm going to talk about getting out of the way first and then dealing with a hit second. I think it's better not to get hit than to get hit more often than not. So here I am, I'm in my fighting stance again. The first one I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about a parry. And I choose a parry for a very specific reason, and I'll get into that in a second. So what's going to happen is I'm going to parry the hand as I move my head off the line. I'm going to parry my hand as I move off the line. That punch is going to be a straight punch, as I said, so that is a parry. I can go this way for a jab, and I can go this way for a cross. And the second thing I'm going to talk about is a slip. And the slip is simply the same thing as the parry's head movement, but I'm not using my hand. And the reason I choose to do parry first and then slip second is I had people slipping, but they weren't slipping enough and they were getting hit. And by using your hand, you learn to kind of get out of the way, and then you can practice slipping and not getting hit. And again, I'm going to overemphasize it for camera, and then as you spar, you'll figure out just enough. And then the third one is what we call a double cover. And when I say double cover, I don't mean this. I don't want you not to be able to see what's happening, because that's not good. I'm going to go like this, like I got binoculars, and I'm clenching my teeth, and I'm just making sure my hands are tight and close enough to take a hit. And again, that's my third option, because I don't want to get hit if I don't have to. I'd rather slip, rather parry, rather not get hit than to take the hit. And so again, working on my punching bag, so we have the double jab, cross, hook, cross, I slip, and then I'll counterattack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I parry, and then hook, cross, hook. Double jab, cross, hook, cross. I'll do that again. I'm going off to that design. My hips are already shifted, and I get that hit there. If I parry the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, parry, and then cross, hook, cross. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, parry, cross, hook, cross. Slipping, 3, 4, 5, slip. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip. 1, 2, 3. You pretty much get the gist. Parrying and slipping is almost identical. And then last but not least, we have the double cover, double jab, cross, hook, cross, take the hit, and I fire back. And on that one, I will always fire back a cross, hook, cross, just because of the way I took the hit, I'm going to fire that punch back. Just like on the snapback, I fire that punch. When you're doing these defenses, you do not want to snap back for a straight punch if you don't have to. I use those for hooks because if you snap back, the next punch is going to be right there. If you snap back on a jab, that cross is probably right behind it. And if you're like, ugh, and you come back, you're going to eat that hit. All right? And so that is the idea behind those. So you have your framework, double jab, cross, hook, cross. You could snap back, counter attack, double jab, cross, hook, cross, slip, counter attack. You get the idea. Okay? And now we're going to jump into a few kick defenses. And again, I'm going to do round kicks first and linear kicks second. And so here I am. And the first one, again, I'm getting out of the way, is to evade. And so I talk about spear hands or throwing your hands towards their face. And so when they do that kick, I just kind of throw my hands up, but I hollow out my body. So I'm here. And the idea behind the hand is your hands aren't just back, they're not down, they're kind of in your opponent's face so they don't follow up right away with something else, like, kind of like that, and then you would counterattack. Okay, so that's your first one. Second one is going to be to scoop, cover and scoop. So you're going to cover your body and scoop that out of the way. And again, you'll hear that on the ground. I'm sliding my foot back slightly, and it's just to get myself out of the way. Okay, and then the third one is going to be simply to cover. You're just going to take that hit. When you take that hit, I'm going to absorb it. I'm going to sidestep a little bit. I'm not just going to and just get blasted. I'm going to sidestep. I'm going to sidestep. So I'm double jab, cross, hook, cross. If they throw the kick, I hollow out, and then I would counterattack. Double jab, cross, hook, cross, cover and scoop, counterattack. Double jab, cross, hook, cross, cover and scoop, counterattack. You got some defenses when it comes to striking. The next time I do this, I'll do them off of more of a kickboxing combo. I really wanted to use the framework today. I got this from Sifu Rambaliki. It's called the JKD framework, and that's that double jab, cross, hook, cross. And I just think that's the easiest way to teach a lot of these drills. Well, there you guys have it. Hope you guys got something out of this video. If you do me a favor, hit that like button that you like the video. If you like the content you see on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then, of course, please give me a comment of things you like or don't like, something I can do better for you guys, or maybe ask a question like, hey, what do I do if? And I'll see what I can do to help you guys out. Awesome. Well, that's all I got today. You guys stay safe, keep training, keep your hands up. This is Coach JD, and I'm out.